Well, good morning. What a packed room. Fantastic. You know, I'm always, I want to welcome you to the 2018 State of the Small Business. My name is Bruce Panter. I'm the Business Banking Manager at Wells Fargo and proud sponsor of this event. Start things off. Well, you're supposed to start things off with a joke. I really am bad with jokes, but we ate, and since I'm a banker, we ate Chinese food last night. And so in my cookie, borrow money from a pessimist, they don't expect it back. I'm an optimist, all right? So we're gonna start things off by singing the national anthem. Rodney Goulet is gonna sing for us, right? Rodney's a certified ethical hacker, so you can interpret that as you see fit. Owner of Firma IT Solutions and proud SBDC cybersecurity consultants.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I sure wish I could sing. And I wish I could get away with those shoes, too. Nice, Rodney. Thanks, that was really nice. We have a number of special guests here with us today, including representatives from the entire Pikes Peak region, chambers and organizations that really care about our small business. Thank you for coming today and being part of our event. I want to thank you also for elected officials and representatives from Senator Bennett's office, Annie Oatman Gardner, El Paso County Commissioner Stan Vanderwerf, City of Colorado Springs Councilman Bill Murray, City of Colorado Springs Councilman Andy Pico, Small Business Administration Region 8 Director Dan Nordberg, and Small Business Administration Colorado District Director Francis Padilla. And I also want to thank our table sponsors today, the Colorado Springs Chamber and EDC, El Paso County Economic Development Herring Bank, and UCCS College of Business. Thank you to the Colorado Springs Business Journal, El Paso County PIO office for their media support too. All that support makes a lot of difference to our organization. We've got a great schedule of speakers. We're going to start out with our host, Aikta Marcoulier, Executive Director of SBDC. After that, Tatiana Bailey is going to present for us. She host our UCCS Economic Forum coming this October 4th. Shameless plug. To present our mid-year small business forecast here today. And then we have Stephanie Copeland, who's the Executive Director of the Office of Economic Development and International Trade with the state of Colorado, here to talk about current statewide initiatives in support of small business. Also, from 10 to 10:30, we'll have a couple of after the speakers, a couple of roundtable events, sessions. The topics are cybersecurity, information on the GDPR EU regulations. Let's see, the GDPR EU regulations for General Data Protection Regulation. If you have clients in the European Union or they have a EU address, you want to attend this roundtable session. And then we also have Meet the Colorado SBA with all the SBA folks that I just mentioned. So including Francis Padilla, Eric Phillips, SBA Economic Development Specialist, and Kelly Dunnock, Administrative Officer. So a couple of things. This is, since we sponsored, I get an opportunity to do a shameless plug for Wells Fargo. But, you know, with economic development, small business generation, we're all ambassadors of our city, and we're out there traveling the country, talking to different people. So I think it's a great time to divert off that, so I can always plug Wells Fargo. But, you know, let's plug Colorado Springs and think about, I mean, I don't know if you all agree, that we have a vibrant economy. It's really hitting a lot of cylinders right now. And if somebody asks you, what's making Colorado Springs hot economically, not weather-wise, what's driving that? So give me some input, a little audience participation here.
Small businesses.
I didn't hear that. Did I say that? No. Yeah, so small business generation, absolutely. What else? You know, I think go ahead.
The diversity of the people.
Diversity, inherent optimism, not who you want to borrow money from, right? Right? Okay.
A strong culture of community.
Strong community, absolutely. I'll throw a couple of things in there. I think the leadership, both in the business community and in our government community, has really proven to be very strong, a lot of strong leadership, and that makes a lot of difference to every community. I thought downtown, its improvements in downtown has drawn a lot of people to our community. It's changed a lot over the years, and I think it's better than it's been in a number of years. We have a vibrant DoD funding base going on right now. It's generating a lot of jobs in our economy. I think that's been thriving also based upon the higher education level of our community and also the military education. What's the statistic? How many militaries graduate? 400? Okay. I have to also introduce another very important person that I failed to do before. It's the Vice President of Economic Development, but most importantly, my wife, Beth Taylor. Talking about shameless plugs, right? Did I hear something else? No. No, she was telling me not to do it, actually. You know, the quality of life we all know. I think with the population, the millennials, you know, they want what we have living here in Colorado Springs. Let's see, I had a few other things. You guys, I was waiting for you guys to tell me. You know, the cybersecurity, I think, is the cyber centers that we established here. I think that's also bringing in talent. Help me, what else? What's that? Pikes Peak Library District? Wait a minute, I can only hear one thing at a time. What? Right on, 100%. I hear something over here, though. Could you repeat that? I'm not going to try to repeat that for you.
We have a colorful and vibrant arts community in Colorado. We just have dancing spaces and art corridors showing the strength and economic power of our area's artists and artists, both from every group from writing and publishing all the way through sculpture and pigeonholing everything in Colorado Springs and bringing in. We also know that we are engineers.
I certainly could not have said it better myself. Thank you very much for that. So, it's a great time to live in Colorado Springs, and living here for a number of years and also watching it from a distance, living elsewhere in Colorado. It's nice to see Colorado Springs really hit all cylinders, but that's the message we bring to people that we meet outside of Colorado Springs and why they should live here. So please try to input some of that stuff. We have those when you're flying on an airplane, when you're at your in-laws' house, wherever they are, and they ask you about Colorado Springs. It's that impact is immense if you can promote your community that you live within. So appreciate that little participation and let me ad-lib through that piece. So let's get started. Aikta, we're still going to do it in the reversed order? Okay. So we're going to start out with our SBDC director. Aikta has all sorts of qualifications and background, but the thing she wants to point out most is she is a Iowa Hawkeye. I almost said Buckeye. Hey, Wolverine, thank you. I'll remember those here. Aikta, she's been here 6 years. We're on parallel paths, thank you. She serves on a variety of different committees. She loves her job, and if you know Aikta, she does love her job, and supporting her local community. So here she is, Aikta. My pleasure.
All right. So this is the first time I don't have a script, so bear with me. I'll try not to go over time. Tatiana, we have 30 minutes for myself. I'll try not to go over. So I had to set the stage. I'm an Iowa Hawkeye. Any other Hawkeyes in the room? Oh, well. Oh, we got 2. 3. Yes. 4. All right, so we were going to start with Stephanie, but we reversed it because we thought we'd start with local information and then we'll move up to the state level of information. But I set myself up because now you have to hear Tatiana talk about Michigan for like the rest of the day. And Dana, I see over there, doesn't appreciate it either. So we're going to have fun today. Today is a casual conversation about the state of small business. We want you to get up, use the restrooms right around the corner if you need to. Do not feel like you need to sit here for 2 hours waiting to go. There's coffee and juice in the back. Please get up, get more coffee, because I'm the easy part of the conversation today. Then we're going to hear about a lot of stats from Tatiana, and then we'll talk about a lot of the programming from the Office of Economic Development. So your brains are going to be really full. So we want you to be wide awake. I'm going to start it off because I'm lighthearted. We're going to have fun. And as Bruce said, I'm celebrating my 6-year anniversary as the SBDC director. So super excited that you guys dealt with me for this long, that we've been making things happen. And I just love you guys. I really appreciate all of you being here. You're all close friends. I can name most of you by first name. And so I appreciate you being here, supporting us. I appreciate our commissioners, our liaison, Commissioner Vanderwerf, our councilman here, our sponsors, Wells Fargo, Paso County Economic Development, who we've now just been moved into as our department. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate you at the SBDC so much because we couldn't be here without you. And I'm going to tell you a little bit today about all of our programs that we have, some of the new ones, so you are up to date on what we've got going on. And then most importantly, we are so good about telling you about our impact on our community. And that is really something I want to drive home today. So with that, here we go. You guys ready? Yeah. Otherwise, Rodney's going to yell at you to get ready. Right, Rodney? You're ready! That's right. All right, we're going to have fun today. All right, first, oh, this isn't on. Hold on. You got to learn how to use the thing first. Oh, there we go. Okay, so to start off with, we are a nationally accredited program. We have been now designated with a technology designation, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. We're really excited about that. Thanks to El Paso County Economic Development and Deanne McCann, we are also an enterprise zone project. And if that's not enough, we have the Colorado Business Foundation, which we utilize for our 501c3. So as you see all the amazing things we do, I know you're going to feel like you want to donate to us, you know, because that really helps our programming. So you can do it in two ways, the Enterprise Zone Project and the Colorado Business Development Foundation. So just keep that in mind. I'll bring it back up at the end of my presentation. All right, so our mission is very, very simple. We're here to help existing and new business grow and prosper in the Pikes Peak region. And for those of you who didn't know, that includes 3 counties, El Paso County, Teller County, and Park County. Okay, so also, in case you didn't know, we are a national program. How many of you knew we were a national program? Very good. You've attended some of our events because I do the spiel all the time. Okay, so we have over 1,000 offices. It is a partnership between U.S. Congress, SBA, private, public sector. We are the most comprehensive small business development organization in the nation and our territories. So it's really important for you to know that no matter where you go, there's an SBDC to help you, which is important for our growing, expanding, and moving companies. I think it's also important to point out that we are very award-winning. We like to tout our awards because we work very hard for them. Boulder SBDC is the #1 SBDC in the nation this year. So we're really proud of our sister office. #1, you guys, that's pretty amazing. In 2007, North Metro Denver was in the top 10. 2016, Southern Colorado SBDC in the top 10. And in 2014, we were in the top 10 as well for the SBA Innovation and Excellence Award for providing programming that really answers questions and needs that our community has. And in 2014, our need was disaster relief after the Waldo Canyon fires, Black Forest fires, and the flooding. And we answered that question with publishing a book that I'll show you here a little bit later that we received numerous awards for. By the way, we won't stop until we're #1 too, so just watch out. In Colorado, we have 14 full-time centers, 80 with satellites, and again, we are award-winning. Well, that looks funny, doesn't it? I didn't check that slide. The C is very important on the slide, if you can't tell. Well, our strategy C partners, we'll just make fun of myself up here, are very important to us. The Colorado Office of Economic Development and International Trade, of course, houses our lead center and state office. And Stephanie will mention that here in a little bit. El Paso County is our local host. They've been our host for about 4 years now. And it was a great move to move under the economic development realm with Deanne McCann and her team because we work very closely together. And then our lead center, of course, our strategic lead partners, our lead center is located at OEDIT. Man, that slide threw me off, didn't it? I gotta get back on course. Our corporate sponsors, we couldn't do this without our local corporate sponsors. Of course, El Paso County. The city of Colorado Springs has been a great partner of ours for over 15 years and have really come to the table with additional funding this year that I'll tell you about. The CDOT program, Minority Business Office, our executive director, Rosie McDonough, is here, and then End Business Banking, and of course, the Small Business Administration as big partners of ours locally. Our staff, myself, Dustin and Becky, we're a huge team. So Dustin's over there, where's Becky? Oh, she's over there. See, she's working so hard. She's real running registration. Dustin's our program manager. He's all over the region running workshops from Tri-Lakes to Woodland Park to down to Fountain at some point soon. So he is all over the place running that. And then we've got what we need, our wanted, really awesome intern. So at the SBDC, we're really proud to have interns out of our colleges working with us at all times. We've placed 3 out of our 4 interns, which is pretty good. So we help them network, we help them connect, and we give them the business support that they need as they think about being an entrepreneur themselves. So if you know a really awesome intern, send them our way. Okay? We have 35 volunteers and about 10 paid volunteers. Consultants for the SBDC, I know you're here, over here on this side. Would you mind standing up so I could say thank you to you? Everybody knows who you are. Yeah. Thank you. I don't think there's any over here. So those really awesome volunteers are the ones that really drive our office. They're the experts that help our businesses understand what they need to do to develop and grow in the Pikes Peak region. We run the place, Dustin, myself, and Becky, but without them, we wouldn't be able to provide the guidance our small businesses need. So that's just a sample of who we have. Thank you all for being here, and thank you what you do. Thank you also to our advisory board. I think we've got 1 advisory board member here, so thank you for them for their guidance as well. Oops. Okay, this is a really fun slide because we have a lot of new information here. In October of last year, we had a ribbon cutting with Colorado PTAC. Dennis Casey's here. Hi, Dennis, our executive director for PTAC. We moved into the Catalyst campus, which has been truly an amazing move for us. So we're excited to say that's where our headquarters are. Our Tri-Lakes satellite office has been going very strong. We don't even need to promote events. Where's Tri-Lakes members? You're over there somewhere? Whole bunch of you? Thanks for being here. That satellite office is where we have a lot of workshops and a lot of consulting. We have 2 new satellites we're going to announce today that we're really excited about. The first one is at the Sand Creek Library. I know a lot of you are working on the southeast part of Colorado Springs along with the SBDC and other programming here in the Pikes Peak region. We are proud to say that we signed an MOU with the Sand Creek Library, Pikes Peak Library District just the other day, where we'll be holding office hours with Janet Bruger, she's over here somewhere, and Corey Arcrease. They're on site helping our small business grow and develop in the southeast part of the Springs. Our next office that we're proud to present today is the Fort Carson Transition Office. We'll be starting satellite hours with our lead consultant, Ron O'Haron, and John Lubitz, also over there at table 9. They will be on site helping our transitioning military with their questions about starting and growing businesses here in the Pikes Peak region. So we're really excited about that too. Okay, so why do we exist? We are truly here because we want to see our businesses succeed. So this is the stuff I'm really excited to talk to you about. We track our economic impact for the Pikes Peak region, and the only way we can count the numbers that we actually present to you is if our clients verify we actually help them. So let's say, Bruce, that you came to our office and you needed employment help from Gene, who's here, our employment attorney, right? And because of his help, you were able to hire and properly hire 10 new people. If you came back and we said, hey, did we help you hire those 10 new people? And you said, no, then we don't count it. If he said, yeah, you guys were awesome, Gene really helped me out, I hired 10 new people for my bank, then we write it down and he has to sign it. Then at the end of the year, a third party actually verifies our data. So we don't lie about a thing. So that's important for you to know because our impact numbers are awesome. In 2017, our statewide impact shows that we had a number. I need to step over here. Can I take this thing off? Hold on. As much as I'd like to say I memorized everything, I didn't. Okay. So we had 266 business starts, helped over 2,350 jobs being created throughout the state of Colorado. We retained 2,327 jobs in the state of Colorado, infused capital into a business, that's bank loans, owner's equity, investments, you have it, to the tune of $84 million, increased sales over 83 million, increased contracts over 67 million, had 6,420 clients, that's active clients, and then some come back, right, after a while. And then we had a total workshop attendees of 12,819. So that's for the state of Colorado for all of our offices. Thanks. Pretty proud of that. So for our office alone, we had 26 business starts, and just to remind you, business starts are those that are registered businesses but are also generating revenue. Jobs created, 403 jobs created. We retained 175, infused a little over $8 million in capital increased sales of a little over 3 million, increased contracts a little over 4 million. We had 551 clients, so that was a lot. That's 100 more than we've had in the last 2 years. And we're on track of adding already 132. If Becky was here, she would correct me if that was wrong. Oh, there she is. 132 additional clients already this year. So we're going to be in the 600 range pretty soon. Yeah. And then our total workshop attendees were a little bit over 2,000. With Dustin's schedule of 20-ish classes a month, I think we're going to surpass that as well. So our 3-year our data shows that we've had 195 business starts over the last 3 years, retained 719 jobs, retained 636, infused $35 million into small businesses, increased sales by 17 million, increased contracts of 12 million. We had 1,462 clients over the last 3 years, active clients. Total workshop attendees were almost 6,000. So we're really proud of the number of people we serve, and we really try to do our best knowing that there's 3 staff members and really awesome intern and 40 volunteers. Okay? Okay. We'll try not to. Okay, so what do we do? If you see the SBDC anywhere in our community, it's because it's educationally related. We are here to educate small businesses in the Pikes Peak region and throughout Colorado. So everything we do includes free consulting, practical training, and business resources, a really easy way to remember who we are. I'm going to give you a quick program overview. I'm going to focus a little bit more on our cyber area because that is pretty new for us as a larger program. But I am going to give you a quick update because I don't think people know that we do everything from startups, from starting small businesses through our startup track to helping advanced industries. So I really want to go through all of that so you have a good idea of what we have. Hopefully I'm staying on time. Okay. So the first few programs that I'll tell you about are programs that are assisting our businesses with government contracting opportunities. We work very closely with our partners PTAC on some of these programs. As you know, there are local experts on, well, statewide experts on local, state, and federal government contracting opportunities and certifications. So we work very closely with them on many of these programs. So the first one is CDOT. We help connect small businesses with CDOT opportunities. We help them with the right certifications to begin to open up those doors. Minority Business Office. Again, we have Rosie McDonough here, the Executive Director of the Minority Business Office, which has been an amazing contributor to our local program at, I think, $25,000 already this year, so thank you so much for that. So under this program, we focus on veterans, minorities, and women, and certifications that are going to help them open up additional government contracting opportunities. We bring team consulting to the table when needed. We help them with tools and resources. We bring in IBIS World, Profit Sense, and a lot of different programs to help businesses succeed. And then we have a number of consulting and workshops. And actually under this program, where's Lola? Hey Lola, where are you at? There, Lola. We're going to have a 5-part series with the Southern Colorado Women's Chamber later this fall, along with the Minority Business Office to talk about government contracting and certifications. So we're really excited about that. SBDC Advanced is a program that helps second stage companies grow through specialized consulting. Again, we have 2 levels of this. How many of you have hired business coaches in the past to help grow a business? It can be kind of expensive, right? Unless you work with Kathy, and it's totally not expensive at all. I'm just pointing out. Here's the thing, you can pay $1,500, get 45 hours of team consulting, helps you with market analysis, market research, competitive analysis, IBIS World Data, Profit Sense, which is financial industry benchmarking. Did I get that right? Okay. It is amazing work to help growing second stage companies that are trying to make it with new innovation or growing something that they've already had to a new market. It's a really fun program that we have going on. And then we have the Small Manufacturers Advantage Program. This is a program that we piloted last year, which we work with small manufacturers throughout Colorado. In Pikes Peak, in the Pikes Peak region, we also partner with Manufacturers Edge. And under this program, what we do is we bring the experts from Manufacturers Edge to the table along with our strategic experts from the Small Business Development Center. So together, we have our manufacturing experts and our business development experts to help our manufacturers grow in the region. And as you all know, that has been an area of focus for all of us here in Pikes Peak. The Leading Edge Strategic Planning Series is a trademarked program throughout Colorado. At our local office, we run 4 8-week strategic planning sessions. We've got some graduates in the room. Hey, Gus. Hey, Melissa. And what they did is they went through 8 weeks of strategic planning to start and grow their businesses in our class. And actually, I believe, Melissa, you launched while you were in the class, which is really exciting. In that program, we go through everything from financials to marketing, all the strategic development stuff that you need, and then you come out with a business plan at the end of the day. A business plan looks a little bit different than everybody. It's not your traditional 800-page business plan. It's what your business needs. And throughout this program, we bring, again, IBIS World, demographic data, financial data to the table for our attendees. And the fun thing is that all the people who graduate get to go to the governor's mansion in February for a statewide competition on business plans. So it's kind of a fun way to end an amazing program to help our businesses get launched and grow in our region. Courses for Creatives, that is still a program that we run with the Pikes Peak Arts Council. We actually kicked it off with Nora when she was over there, and it's still going strong. And our purpose is to fill the gap of helping our creatives with their business needs. So as you can see, we typically have 4 or 5 events throughout the year with the Pikes Peak Arts Council, and we're proud to say the Colorado Creative Industries Program is also a sponsor of ours again. Disaster Relief Program we kicked off in 2012, and we are still assisting businesses recover from many of the disasters we've had in the past. There's still a lot of recovery going on, but you don't need to be in a disaster to be ready, right? And so our business continuity guide that we publish is there for you online or in our office that we can work with businesses to make sure that they're ready for anything that can happen. All right, okay, so this is the part I've been waiting for. Okay, so for a very long time, the SBDC has been working with technology. But since we were technology designated, we actually have a fancy name called TechSource, right? We got really creative, but it works. So all through Colorado, we help integrate technology into businesses, and we help technology businesses with their innovations and furthering their innovations. We have 4 smart zones: innovation startups, ag tech out in Greeley, SBIRS TTR training, strategy, tech commercialization out of our Boulder office. And of course here, we are the cybersecurity hub for the state of Colorado. We love cyber. Okay, so under the cybersecurity hub, what we've launched, thankfully, the SBA gave us $50,000, thank you SBA for my supplemental funding, to launch this statewide program. With that, we do virtual trainings, on-site workshops, and we are on the road. So our next stop is in Aurora on July 31st, running a half-day cybersecurity summit for the small businesses out there. Also, thank you to the City of Colorado Springs. As I mentioned, I'm going to say a little bit of give them plugs for some areas of additional funding we received. The City of Colorado Springs supported our cybersecurity program this year. Oh, you can't forget the name that Dustin came up with. So we have to have fun with the names for our programs. So we call it Cyber CYA, Cybersecurity to Cover Your Assets. Super fun. Yeah. So we've been putting together a little bit of a secret 8-week program. And we really wanted to launch it right, and now it's ready to roll on June 20th. It's a cyber awareness completion and implementation training. That's the best name we could come up with, really. So Rodney was at the table, the Better Business Bureau, Colorado PTAC, National Cyber Center, Pikes Peak Community College, College of Business, and Department of Homeland Security are all my partners on this program. We're really excited about this. So last year, Department of Homeland Security and the SBDC network across the nation were partnered through a bill that passed, HB 6035, I'm gonna guess, partnered to support small business education across the nation. So locally, we wanna be the first people that show how that works really, really well. So we put together an 8-week strategic planning series, which is very similar to our Leading Edge program. Throughout those 8 weeks, we're going to follow the Department of Homeland Security Cyber 2.0 Business Planner. And what we're going to talk about is everything from Cyber 101 to PCI compliance to NIST 800-171, the government compliance stuff on cyber. And all of these partners are going to help 10 small businesses get their completion certificate. At the end of that 8 weeks, the BBB is going to pilot. Where's our BBB people? There you are. Thanks for coming. The BBB is going to pilot a badge of recognition. What that means is after you complete phase 1 of cyber security awareness training, is everyone following me? I'm like going really fast because I'm excited. Phase 2 is implementation of infrastructure. And phase 3 is maintenance of that infrastructure. Am I right, Rodney? Yes, ma'am. Okay. So if you don't go through phase 2 or phase 3, you don't get to keep your badge. So we're going to make sure that you keep that badge. You work with BBB accredited businesses, and you work with businesses that have gone through and supported the SBDC to make sure you maintain your cybersecurity as a small business. Tatiana's going to touch on that in a little bit. 5 minutes. All right. Okay. So they have to go through consulting, and as I mentioned, the Better Business Bureau, Colorado PTAC, the National Cyber Center, who's come on board as a huge partner of ours to support small business education, and Pikes Peak Community College. We have 2 of their interns working with us throughout this program. College of Business Bachelors of Innovation program has put together our business model that we can plug and play throughout the state, and of course, Department of Homeland Security. Okay, Southeast Colorado Springs, we signed our agreement with the Pikes Peak Library District. The City of Colorado Springs has given us additional funding, and the Minority Business Office. We're working with Thrive. Sorry, my back is turned to you guys. I apologize. Working with Thrive, Pastor Ben, I see you back there, the RISE Coalition, and a number of other organizations to provide additional workshops and one-on-one consulting to help our businesses grow in that area of town. Our Veteran Small Business Program is the largest program in the state of Colorado. We're part of Boots to Business, TAP programs, Reboot. We have veteran-led programming by Ron over there, and we're going to be on Fort Carson. And finally, if there wasn't enough, I'm almost done. We have now started a health and wellness program through the Office of Economic Development and International Trade, and that program is administered through small business development centers in Colorado. So if you're looking on creating benefits for your employees, helping them stay with our changing demographics, help your employees be happier and healthier, we have a program to help you create that for your organization. So come see us. The consulting's free. Tasha Yoder and Jennifer Bridges are both here, and they're our lead consultants on that. We have tracks because we have a lot, right? You've seen all this stuff. We put together tracks so you can find out where our startup stuff is, our marketing and financial programs. And then we have a whole bunch of events. The ones in black are the ones that are done. Upcoming, we have the second part 2 of the Minority Business Enterprise and Diversity Summit with the Hispanic Business Council, Southern Colorado Women's Chamber Series, the Catalyst Campus Accelerator, the second one in Southern Colorado, will kick off on September 17th. We are running the first Cybersecurity for Small Business Summit during Cyber Month in October, on October 19th. What do I have there? October 19th is our tentative date. Veterans Entrepreneurial Week, we partner with the Small Business Administration for a number of workshops to support our veterans. Small Business Saturday, a super fun day. Go shop small business, November 24th. And then we're on the road with cybersecurity. So that's a lot. I will be here for questions after we're done today, I promise, if you have any. So with that, I want to thank you so much for being here today. Again, I get to eat now. I'm super excited about that too. And I'm going to pass the mic to Bruce.
Nice job. Well, so another shameless plug for our ambassadorship. The leadership of SBDC, certainly a strength of our community. Something else I forgot is our college system and our university system and our workforce development. Very strong system here that grows our educated workforce. So I keep thinking of these things so you guys can be good ambassadors out there to our economic conditions.